hope we're ready to roll.
For some, a revving car engine may be annoying. But for Chris Buescher, racing is like playing in his backyard.
Yeah, I guess this has been a home track. It's always nice to come back home. Started racing here when Little Texas back there was still asphalt, a little 5th mile asphalt track.
The familiar left turns led to several top 5 finishes all around the U.S. throughout his career.
Buescher's gonna win at Daytona!
Coming off a 2023 Daytona International Speedway win, I figured I would catch a couple of laps around the track with him.
Now your right leg.
Despite looking calm and collected on the outside, I was extremely nervous for what could occur.
I'm trying to think how not to pee my pants. I'm kind of nervous.
The nerves kicking in yet?
Yeah, they're really high right now.
As you can see by my clenched body and extremely controlled deep breathing, I was totally not nervous. Very clearly kidding, of course. But as we approached our final lap, I eased up, relaxed, and embraced the NASCAR speeds.
I'm sure the G-forces had my cheeks ripple, so if we want to get a slow-mo shot of that, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I was super nervous probably the first couple of laps, but calmed down then eventually, and now I'm relaxed. I wish I was more relaxed whenever I was doing it.
But the G-forces, sharp turns, and changing speeds all feel normal to Chris, as he is honored to be the shining Texas star of racing.
I am, proud to be from here, and I know that carries a little extra weight with it, and certainly have a lot of fans that are fans just because of the flag on the hat right now, right? And that's a great way to hook them in, and then success really helps carry it from there.
As his eyes and engine are set on the NASCAR series at Texas Motor Speedway on April 12th through 14th. With your Sports Spotlight, I'm Ariel Reed. Emmanuel Carrillo was born for the ring.
Well, I've been boxing probably since I was in diapers.
The main thing is just paying attention, being aware of everything.
His father, a boxer as well, started him in the ring at 8 years old. His years of dedication landed him a huge amount of success.
I've amassed over 178 fights, around 150 wins, 7 national titles, and multiple rankings in the top 3 of the nation. 2, 3, 4.
After all his training and dedication to fighting, he's ready for the next steps.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Carrillo set to make his professional debut alongside 2 seasoned fighters who prepared him for this.
We've all grown up boxing together, and we kind of call it iron sharpening iron. We've all made each other better in the ring. Some of our best sparring happens here right in that ring. And I mean, we travel all over the nation, getting sparring at different gyms with different boxers and everything. And we like to say that some of our best sparring is always here in Wichita Falls, no matter how far we travel.
You might think a seasoned fighter would be calm and collected leading into a big fight, right? Well, in this case, you'd be wrong. He's exactly like the rest of us.
It is a big jump. I mean, it's a real nerve-wracking. In the amateurs, you have the headgears, you have bigger gloves. And in the pro game, I mean, you have no headgear, you wear smaller gloves, it's a little more dangerous, and you're the center of attention. So it's real different. It's a big jump, but I mean, that's something that we've been preparing for since I was about 13 or 14.
Despite the nerves, he trusts his preparation and is ready for whatever happens in his pro debut.
Wichita Falls molded me not only into the fighter I am today, but the person I am today. I mean, this city's raised me, and the boxing team that I have here, it's more than I could ever ask for, and they've molded me into the fighter that I am today.
Carrillo knows the city of blue skies and golden opportunities is behind him, win or lose. With your Sports Spotlight, I'm Ariel Reed. After making their 24th trip to state, the Winthorst Trojanettes were preparing with the hope of making a 25th trip. But before the team hit the hardwood, Coach Allison Bussey had her own battle to face.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer the end of January, beginning of February timeframe.
The dreaded C word, something no one is ever prepared to hear. Her news coming shortly after another disheartening event.
My dad passed literally 2 weeks before I found out, so He had myeloma cancer about 12 years ago, I think. Fought it, got over hit that type of cancer, and then was diagnosed with leukemia. I guess it's been about a year and a half ago, I think. Fought it, beat that, and then was diagnosed with leukemia again. His leukemia came back. And he was actually at UT Southwest and was fighting it during that time, and then had several other kind of issues come up while he was there at the hospital. And so I don't want to say he died suddenly, but you know, he went into the hospital thinking he was gonna, you know, beat it again, and again kind of had some complications just all of a sudden that day, and you know, later on that evening he passed.
In a time of difficult hardship, Allison found peace of mind through her background in athletics.
You know, I think sports in general just help you just have that mentality of nothing's going to get me down. You know, sports just kind of throws things at you that you might not be familiar with. You know, you might have things unexpected happen in sports, and you know, the same thing happens in life. And I think, you know, just being around sports my entire life, that kind of helps me have the mentality and the mindset that I needed to beat cancer and to get past this part of my life.
Besides sports toughening her mentally for the exhausting battle, she's glad to have been surrounded by her family and friends.
What's it like to have such a supportive, tight-knit community helping you through this as well? I mean, your sister's your assistant coach. I mean, she's there every day, you know, helping you with your battles,
yes,
inside and out.
Yes, yes. You know, the support of this town is amazing. Like, yes, not only the town, but the surrounding communities as well. I mean, I've had people reach out to me and, you know, bring dinner and cards and letters and just do whatever it takes.
With the love and support of everyone around her, she was able to attack and win. In volleyball terms, a straight set.
I completed 6 rounds of chemotherapy, and then I had a mastectomy in July of this past, or a couple months ago, I guess, right before season started. After that, I received wonderful news that I was cancer-free, so all the chemotherapy worked. They took some lymph nodes as well and tested those. Those came back positive. So again, I'm cancer-free now, and I have to continue a shot of Phesgo every 21 days. I've had 3 rounds of that so far, but luckily I haven't had a whole lot of side effects with that, and you know, I'm able to continue doing what I love.
Which is spending time with her kids and continuing to carry the Windthorst tradition of excellence on the court. With your Sports Spotlight, I'm Ariel Reed. NC State's defense is not strong against that pick and roll, and if the duo remains as consistent as they have been throughout the season, Marquette's going to smoke on that Wolfpack tonight. All right, now the concerning factor for Marquette is NC State's DJ Burns, their 5-man. He is a threat down low in that paint. However, they do have a defensive strategy for that, and I'll be sharing that in just a little bit with you, Tom. The Stars are coming off a 58-8 victory over the Forestburg Longhorns, and a big piece of that victory is Sam DeLizio. Sam DeLizio had 2 defensive interceptions in that game. Well, I'm joined by head coach Seth Nolan now. And Seth, what should we expect out of Sam for this game? After escaping overtime in the round of 32, Houston scored a short drive up I-45 to battle against one of the dreaded Blue Bloods in the Sweet 16, the Duke Blue Devils, possibly one of the toughest opponents the Cougars will face to date. Number 3, pick teams based on their season's second half record. First half of the season, teams aren't really gelled together at this point. Usually everyone is 100% healthy, but by the time the tournament rolls around, injuries come in, players aren't at their full 100, and teams have had more time to gel. This style of play is closer to how they will actually compete.
Heather Schreiber-Stark is a competitor with a hunger for winning. She clawed her way to become the 1% of the 1% of athletes. And to honor those who helped her succeed, she decided to come home to show others how basketball could open doors for them.